Uh, so today we are doing the white raz. Okay, this is kind of a take on a recipe that I did, kind of taking and kind of looking at a few things, some of my favorite ingredients. So I'll say raspberries. Raspberries are one of my favorite fruits. Um, I eat them like candy. I put them in the freezer or I buy them frozen, and I'll eat them like candy. So it kind of helps. I'm a diabetic, so it kind of helps with me not actually eating candy, just eating natural sugar. So, like I said, today the cookie that we're going to be working on or baking is the white raz. If you just tuned in, and I always forget to introduce myself, I always jump right in. Uh, and welcome to the Sweet Life with Calvin. This week's cookie that we're going to be baking is called the White Raz. And so this particular cookie has some of my favorite ingredients. One of them I kind of don't necessarily agree with because they say white chocolate. It's just vanilla something. I don't really think it's white chocolate, but it works in a cookie, and that's what they call it. So that's what I'll call it. So the cookie just basically consists of a basic cookie recipe. Chocolate chip cookie recipe is the base of the cookie, and then you will use frozen raspberries. You'll just basically throw them in towards the end of the recipe, and then you'll throw in a cup and a half of white chocolate. And that particular combination is a very, very delicious. Looks like my glasses are stinking off. Looks like a really, really good combination. The flavor palette is amazing. The way that it just lays on the palate, it's just really, really good. Um, Today we have about 20 packets of cookies. They're sold three at a time, three per pack. And go ahead and get yours now. We have about 20. Right now, I have that cookie pinned down below so that everyone could take a look. For those of you who come in, thank you guys for coming in. Welcome, 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 welcome. Let me scroll back up so I can shout out everybody. Welcome, Rhonda. Welcome. I am sweating like crazy. Purple. Well, hey, Purple. Kinger Cards. Is that Kinger Cards? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Coffee Queen, welcome. Taste, is that Taste Therapy? Taste Therapy Bakery. Ooh, I like that name. Medina, welcome in. Henry Tileman, welcome in. Welcome in, everyone. We're going to get started in just a few, but I was just telling everyone that we have cookies for sale in these lovely bags. I found these today at Hobby Lobby. So they actually hold in the freshness, and it's a very chewy cookie. So you're going to definitely enjoy getting all these notifications. You're definitely going to enjoy the flavor of the cookie. Hold on. Welcome in, Tammy Tams. Welcome in. So as I was saying, the cookie is a very chewy, very savory and sweet, if you will, flavor. With the cookie having a teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of salt in it, it adds that savory, sweet, and fruity burst of raspberry. So we're gonna go ahead and start. Let me get my mixer. Give me 1 second. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and start putting these ingredients together. We're gonna start with our 1 cup of butter. That's 2 sticks, is what this recipe will call for. Give me 1 second. Let me get something to scoop this out. Kind of chilled on me real good, but you want room temperature butter. I kind of nuked it a little bit so it would do like I wanted it to do. All right. And we are going to go ahead and start mixing this bad boy. How's everybody doing? Welcome in, Christina. Welcome in. Welcome in. How's everybody doing? And please don't forget to check out the show notes. If you have any questions about anything for tonight, this light looks like it's all in my face. Or is it that one? Yeah. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. As I said before, we have these little baggies for sale today with our white raz cookie in there. Try not to turn the music up too loud because last time they kind of dinged me for it. So we are mixing our 1 cup of salted butter. This particular butter I got from, I think, Costco. So it's salted, creamy, very, very creamy butter. Okay. Then we're gonna add our 1 cup of, half a cup of brown sugar. I'm sorry, half a cup of granulated white sugar, and then 1 cup of dark brown sugar. We're gonna mix that in. And then, of course, as I always say, we have room temperature eggs. So you want to definitely put in a room temperature eggs because you don't want it to impact your mix, your batter. Okay, we're going to go ahead and add our 2 large eggs. Okay, we're just going to let that mix. Mm-hmm. How's everybody doing? Thank you all for coming and stopping by. You all could have been anywhere else. And then sorry about last week. I had some things going on, so I had to cancel. My plan was to pop on, throughout last week, but I couldn't. So today I'm all yours. Later on, we'll be doing a little trivia just to have a little fun. But again, thank you all for coming in. Thank you all for coming in. I'm doing good, Wonderland. Yes, cookies. Today it's the white raz. And you see it pinned down there at the bottom. We have these little baggies that I made. I found these little baggies at Hobby Lobby with the little cookie card. I didn't even know they had a cookie card. But it's so cool how they turned out. Now they don't look exactly like the cookie in the in the design, of course, but yeah, it's a great cookie. As I said before, it's very salty. Thank you, Wonderland. It's very salty, not very salty, but it has a salty because we put about 1 teaspoon of salt in it, and with the raspberries, it gives it that kind of fruity burst of flavor. And it's so crazy because the raspberry kind of turns into a little gelatin just by itself cooking. And then you have the white chocolate combination. So with that combination, the taste palette is really, really good. All right. So we're going to put in our 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract, 1 tablespoon of pure vanilla extract. Let that mix in. The last thing we're going to put in is our raspberries and our white chocolate. So we still have to put our flour in. So we have about 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour. I like to use King Arthur. King Arthur has been really, really good to me over the years. So I prefer to use that or White Lily, but all-purpose flour. And then we have 1 teaspoon of baking soda, a fourth teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of salt. Now you can use whatever salt you prefer. Sometimes I use the pink Himalayan salt because I like the way that it tastes in a cookie. Okay. All right. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. If you're just coming in, welcome to the Sweet Life, the Sweet Life with Calvin. Today we're baking the white raz. It's a cookie I kind of coined, the white raz. But you can also add pistachio nuts in this cookie as well. I took the nuts out because we had a viewer maybe last week who asked about cookies without nuts. So sure. Let me see. I'm not sure how to do that. Wonderland. Do I just click on you? I'm not sure how to do that. Remove control, invite. Would it be co-host Wonderland? Would the mod be co-host? Welcome in, Hair. Welcome in, Cindy. Yep. But the actual cookie, this is how the cookie actually turned out. So it doesn't exactly look like that one. I think that is a AI cookie that I created just for display. So, but yeah, it does look very delicious. Very, very delicious. All right, so now we're gonna add our dry ingredients. We're gonna add our dry ingredients. Let me know if the music is too loud as well. Okay. Welcome in, everybody. This says to allow to moderate. Uh, where? I'm gonna click on your name. Oh, I see it here. Thank you, Wonderland. I appreciate that. I think you're good to go now. I didn't even think about having someone to moderate. I never think of that. I just get on and bake. All right, we're gonna add the remainder of our dry ingredients. Okay. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Welcome in. Yes, thank you, Wonderland. I appreciate that. You know, I got to keep that in mind. I never think about having a moderator ever. All right, so now I'm going to get our raspberries out of the freezer and add them to our recipe. Okay, so these are frozen raspberries, and they're so good. I love to eat them. They're like candy to me. Welcome in. And I'm just going to kind of smash them down a little bit before I add them. We do want, I would love to have a full whole raspberry in it, but I don't want it to impact the cookie. So this recipe pretty much calls for just a cup. I'm just going to kind of add. I always improvise whenever I am baking. I want to kind of smash these a little bit. Give me 1 second. I want to kind of smash them down a little bit. I never realized how much it takes to bake and sell cookies. I enjoy it. Sometimes I get anxiety because I'm such a perfectionist, you know? Such a perfectionist. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add our raspberries. I threw my spoon away and I should have kept it. And you don't want to overbeat the raspberries. Just you want to mix them in. That's it. You don't want to overbeat them. So don't. If you're using a mixer or a hand mixer, don't overbeat them. Because I'm gonna let these go for a couple of rounds, just so that they're mixed in. Such a beautiful color. I got raspberry all on my phone. Lord Jesus. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Okay, so now we're going to add our white chocolate. And as I said before, we don't want to overbeat them. All right. Can you see the mixer? Okay. All right. So now we want to put everything down. I love this part. I usually, sometimes when I'm baking, I like to lick this part. I'm not going to lick it, now because I'm in front of you guys, but I love the way cookie and cake batter tastes. Okay. All right. Mm-mm. All right. Move this out of the way. And the reason I have this on is because I sweat a lot. I realized when I was on before at previous times, I'm just drowning with sweat. So welcome in, everybody. Looks like my sister's on. You want to come on and chat, boo? Anybody that wants to get on and chat for a second, just let me know, and I'll bring you on. How's everybody doing? Welcome in. Welcome in, Jay Berkeley. Welcome in, Michelle. Welcome in, Patrick. The hookup. Welcome in. Welcome in. As I said before, we are selling the little baggies that we have of the cookies, and they're shipped next day. So if you're interested, we have them pinned down to the bottom of the of the screen. Does that say Scrumple Dump? Welcome in. Welcome in, everyone. All right. So, as I always say, we want to get our pan with parchment paper. So I already have that. I want you guys to watch me while I scoop them in. Let me get this off of the edge of the bowl. Welcome in, everybody. Okay. All right. So we're just gonna scoop them as they are and just scoop them straight to the cookie sheet. Love the way these raspberries look. Oh my God. How they burst open in the batter. Oh my God. Makes like a swirl. That's what it looks like. That's how it comes out. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. What's that? Carla? Carla Bro. Welcome in. All right. So we've got our last cookie scooped on. So now we're going to go ahead and put it in the oven. Hey, Ziggy, set an alarm for 10 minutes.
Alarm set for 10 minutes.
So we bake this cookie at 350 degrees for about 10 minutes. So we're going to wait. I'm going to put this batter over here out of the way. So how's everybody doing? Welcome in, Michael. Welcome in, Filthy, right now. Can you all hear the music? Last time they dinged me, so I don't want to turn it up too loud. They the live as it was casting on Facebook, it they muted it in some places, and it was just something really, really weird. Oh my God! Somebody purchased one. Thank you for the purchase. Thank you for the purchase. You're gonna enjoy them, I promise. I think it gets warm when I have all these lights on because I have a light here, then a light there so that you can see my face. What's going on, everybody? Everybody's so quiet today. How's everybody's day? I know today is Monday. Mondays are usually a tedious thing for some. Welcome in. Welcome in, Red Doggy. Welcome in. Welcome in. As I said before, we have these little baggies. I think they're so cute. I found these bags and the little golden cookie cards, which I never knew they had cookie cards at Hobby Lobby. They weren't that expensive at all. So this will lock in the freshness when they travel to you. So like I said, I have these. They're going to be two different. They're the same thing, but they're just different color bags. Welcome in. Welcome in. And I have some trivia. I thought about doing some trivia this time. So, welcome in, Brian. Welcome in, Daylily. Four Hoots. Welcome in. And if you're just now coming in, this is the Sweet Life with Calvin. And so today, the cookie that we're going to be baking is called the White Raz, We have it pinned down at the bottom. So if you are definitely interested in tasting this particular cookie for the week, definitely try it out for sure. It's a combination of salty from the cookie, from the creaminess from the white chocolate, and then you have the burst of fruit flavor with the raspberry. So, yep. Welcome in, Taco Tech. Welcome in. We'll be doing trivia in a minute. As I said before, we have our cookies that are ready to come so you can enjoy them at home. Welcome in, welcome in. I know it's Monday, but how's everybody's Monday so far? How's it going so far, y'all? Good evening. Hey, where's everybody tuning in from? Hey, Melissa, Michelle, where's everybody coming in from? Havre de Grace, Maryland? Oh, wow. Okay. I shipped some cookies last week to Maryland, to Hyattsville, Maryland. Ooh. The cookies. And it looks so good how they, when they're baking, it's like the white chocolate kind of bursts and it kind of drizzles. So it looks all creamy goodness. That's New DC. I'm up in Delaware. I've never been to Delaware. How is the weather in Delaware? I can only imagine. It's probably cold. I'm sure it's cold. We're trying to get. I think here it's kind of more towards. It's kind of more towards the spring. Hey Madison, how's it going? Welcome in. Welcome in, y'all, to the Sweet Life with Calvin. I am in Georgia. Thank you. I appreciate the compliment. I don't think I look all that nice because I'm sweating, and I don't. I usually explain why I'm wearing this robe, this apron. I am a huge Wonder Woman fan. So anybody that knows me knows that I am a huge Wonder Woman DC fan. I love the first movie. Second movie, schmur. I didn't like the fact that she was in love. But not that she was in love, but her love made her weak. I just. And then I think the third movie they haven't decided what they were going to do. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, y'all. When I was a kid, I wanted to be her so bad. Believe it or not, I did too. I did too. I did too. But you know what threw me? I think they said in the comics that she had a sidekick that was a tiger. And then the new thing was the fact that she had a sword and a shield. That blew me because I was like, where the hell did that come from? But she had a sword, shield, and then in some of the comic books, she has a sidekick that is a tiger. All right, so we're going to go ahead and take our cookies out. Ziggy, how many more minutes do I have on my alarm? Oh my God, these are so good. Where is my? Yeah, there we go. Ooh, they look so good, y'all. We're gonna let them cool down some. Welcome in, welcome in. Y'all, this is a lot to be looking at on this screen. I tell you, it is a lot. So far away. Okay, there we go. We're just gonna let them cool down. And believe it or not, I have my air conditioner on, but I think it's because of the lights. That's why I sweat so much. All right, so what we'll do now is I will do some trivia. Hmm. That was the alarm I was waiting on. One sec. I just wanna love, baby, I love you. And what I do on them sometimes is I have a ring, and that helps to kind of shape it a little more. And you have to do it at least 5 minutes after you get the cookies out of the oven. And I'm somewhat of a perfectionist, so I like to. Yep, we're gonna just let them cool. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Welcome in, Michael, Nene, Savings, Day Lily. Welcome in, you all. Thank you all for coming in. You guys could have been anywhere else, but you decided to come and peep in on me. Today, if you're just coming in, I'm Calvin, and this is the Sweet Life. And today we're baking the white raz cookie, which consists of white chocolate, raspberries, and just a regular basic cookie recipe. I took the nuts out. Normally, this recipe has pistachios in it, but I took the pistachios out so that those who wanted to enjoy the cookie without nuts or they have nut allergies, they could enjoy the cookie as well. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and do a little trivia. We're gonna kind of do it sprinkled throughout. All righty, righty. So let me see. Hmm. I think I'm missing a page. All right. So, which African American soprano became a global opera singer and has performed at the Met for decades? I'll read it again. Which African American soprano became a global star and has performed at the Met for decades? Does anybody know? Comment the answer. And the person who gets it right, we will give them a shout out. A shout out, Thomas. Talking about shout out. Shout out. No, thank you for answering, Taste, but no. The only flavor today is the white raz cookie. It is pinned down below. No, not Grace Bumbry. Come on, y'all. Come on, my opera lovers. I'll read it again. Which, no problem. I'll give you the answer though. Uh, which African American soprano became a global opera singer and has performed at the Met for years, for decades? All right. So the answer is Jesse Norman. Jesse Norman. Thank you for coming in. Is that Jaime? Jaime got cakes? Welcome in. You was gonna say that for real, Nene. Hold on, I think I'm missing a page. Hold on. Because I had quite a few of these for y'all. Where is I thought that. Hold on. You know what? We're gonna have to roll with this because I don't know what happened to the other page. All right, we're gonna do another one. Let me see what we got here. I had a whole bunch of these for y'all. All right. All right. So this one, I like this one. So which cartoon teamed shouted Autobots roll out? Now y'all I know y'all know this one. Which cartoon? There we go. Welcome. Thank you, Taste. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the purchase. Jaime, I appreciate that. Please tell me if I'm saying that right. Thank you for your purchase. I appreciate it so much. And those of you that are coming in now, this is the Sweet Life with Calvin. I don't know why I get so shy when I get on here, but I can talk a lot. I really can. But yeah, this is the Sweet Life with Calvin. Today's signature cookie is the white raz with white chocolate and raspberries. And I just had someone to ask if that was the only cookie being featured. And I am planning to do a trio. I just don't know which ones it'll be, but I'll let it be a surprise. I'm going to get more into a few other desserts as well. I won't disclose those just yet. This is actually my first time selling my baked goods nationally, which is crazy. This happened overnight. This is like my fourth time coming on and presenting. And sometimes I get really nervous before coming on because I'm such a perfectionist. And I'm sure some of you probably can relate. You just want things to be so perfect. But what you have to realize, me at 48, nothing is perfect. That's the joke. The joke is, we try so hard to make sure everything is perfect, and things just are not perfect. They're just not perfect. So, again, as we have pinned down below, the white raz, 3 per pack, and they go out next day. So we are going to go ahead and continue baking these. I usually like to let the dough sit in the freezer. Yeah, I usually like to let the dough sit in the freezer so that it sets. Mm-hmm. We're gonna put some more on. Hold on one sec, guys. I'm just gonna put a few more in the oven. I love the color of the raspberries in it. It looks so good. Bear with me, guys. I'm just putting more cookies in the oven. Somebody sent a note. Give me 1 second. As a new seller out there, you may want to offer more options than one flavor. Of course, definitely. I appreciate that feedback. Thank you so much. Bear with me, guys. I'm just scooping some more out, putting them on the cookie sheet. And each cookie looks like it just comes out. Each cookie has its own identity. It's so cute. Yep. All right, we're gonna put this next batch in the oven. Ziggy set an alarm. Hey Ziggy, set an alarm for 10 minutes. Thanks, savings Queen. I appreciate that feedback. I'm not sure what that means at the top up there. Oh, okay, I see. So it lets me see. Yes, okay, that makes sense. That's so cool. So I get to, yep, I get to see what's going on. Welcome in, everybody. We did get an answer for that last one. Hold on. Oh, that's what I needed. Okay, I ran out of paper. So I need to get some paper. Zig, 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 yes. All right, guys. Sorry about that. So I think my printer just ran out of paper. Sorry about that. All right, moving on to our next trivia question. Which cartoon featured four pizza loving turtles who fought crime? That one's easy. Which cartoon featured four pizza loving turtles who fought crime? Yep. That's it. You got it. Nini, thank you for answering. And Wonderland, thank you so much for answering. That was one of my favorite cartoons. My brother really loved the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. He really loved them. I kind of started watching them because of him, but I always wanted pizza every time I watched them. Every time I watched them. All right, y'all. We have our white rice cookies. So go ahead and get yours now while supplies last. All right, we're gonna move on. See the other list I had, they had some really good ones on there. Hold on. I think it's through printing. One sec. All right, here we go. So this is the actual one I wanted. I'm gonna throw this other one away. Uh, Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Okay. All right. So, what we're gonna move on to our next one. What ingredients make cookies soft and chewy instead of crunchy? Welcome in, guys. Welcome. Thank you for moderating, Wonderland. I appreciate it. Katum, welcome in. Welcome. Welcome in, Taste Therapy Bakery. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. How's everybody doing? If anyone wants to come on and chat with me live, put three cookies in your comments and I'll bring you in. Welcome in. Welcome in. Randomly designed. Welcome in. Thank you guys for stopping by. You all could have been anywhere else, but you came to visit with me a little bit. With you said marshmallows, I have with Rice Krispie treats. I love marshmallows by themselves. I eat them just like they are. I really do. And then like when you kind of burn them, like if you're doing s'mores, oh my god, I love the burnt crust that forms on them, and then the center is ooey gooey. I love that. Love it. Mm-hmm. But what are you about to make with the marshmallows? Taste therapy. Are you putting them in cookies or? You just said marshmallows. I know. Okay, so since you're bored, we're gonna move on to our next trivia question. I don't think anyone answered the one that I gave. Which ingredient makes cookies soft and chewy instead of crunchy? Egg? Nope. Nope. And I actually didn't know this one. The answer is gonna be crazy. Nope, not butter. All right, so I'll give you the answer. The answer is brown sugar. Brown sugar makes a cookie soft and chewy instead of crunchy. So I learned something there. I really did. All right. Which famous American cookie was invented at the Toll House Inn? I just gave you the answer. I just gave you the answer. Which famous American cookie was invented at the Toll House Inn? Yep, you got it right, Nene. You got it right. Give me 1 sec. Let me check on the cookies. Ziggy, stop. Bye, folks. Bye, folks. Bye, folks. Bye, folks. That raspberry and that cookie, Lord Jesus, Lord Jesus. Give me a second. I'm just rounding the edges. Right, folks. All right, y'all. I'm back. All right. Moving on. I'm gonna kind of jump around. Um, what songwriter, what legendary songwriter and producer wrote hits for Whitney Houston, Boyz to Men, and Tony Braxton? What legendary songwriter and producer wrote hits for Whitney Houston, Boyz to Men, and Tony Braxton? Yep, that's it, Taste. Shout out to Taste Therapy Bakery. Y'all make sure y'all bookmark her shows or him. I'm not sure. I'll say their show. um, but yeah, it is Babyface. Yes, you did. Her. Got it. I was just trying to keep it politically correct, you know. I like it when people have their faces on their thing, but I guess some people, what I understand here on Whatnot, some people don't like to show their faces, so I totally get it. But yeah, that's correct. That is correct. Baby face. I'm gonna get y'all a really, really. Oh, this is a good one. Let me see. So, what global superstar is known as the Queen of Tejano music? Yes, I do. I would love to see your face. Y'all see me, so I want to see y'all. That is correct, Wonderland. That is correct. When I tell you that movie that Jennifer Lopez played, she brought Selena to life. I was so emotional at the end, like when she sang and then the flower landed on the stage and she looked down at it. It was like I liked how they kind of interpreted that she was killed. So yeah, but then actually finding out who actually did that, it was horrible. Yeah. Yeah. 499. The flavor with the raspberries is really really good. All right, we gonna move on. All right. Who was the first black woman to win the Academy Award for Best Actress? Who was the first black woman to win the Academy Award for Best Actress? Fannie Lou Hamer. No, not Fannie Lou Hamer. Taste. Keep trying. Keep trying. You know I'm gonna give you the answer. Who was the first black woman to win the Academy Award for Best Actress? Welcome in, Lesto, Almond NY. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in, Attila. Do, 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 do. We just baking and doing trivia. If you're just coming in, this is the Sweet Life with Calvin. And today's cookie is a white raz that we are currently selling. It's pinned down below. And you'll buy as many as you want, and we'll get them sent to you next day. We have about 18 left. Get them while supplies last. I've always wanted to say that. High and new. Not sure what that means. Black Throne, 42. Welcome in. Perky, welcome in. Welcome to the Sweet Life with Calvin. I am Calvin. Okay, give me one set. Hey. Does anybody have the answer? Okay, no problem. Welcome to WhatNot, Almond. Welcome to WhatNot. That's how big around the cookies are. Can you see them? Are you able to see them? And yes, they are pinned below. Yes, that is correct. Yes, that is correct, Almond. Hey. Okay, thank you so much, Almond. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And it's my goal each week to bring a different cookie to you, and we explore it together. And then after we've discovered, these different recipes, then bring them back. Maybe in a triple or something. I've actually looked at some other options as far as like jumbo cookies because I love jumbo cookies. Like a one cookie that you can eat that's like a huge dessert. So we're going to be offering those as well as jumbo cookies as well as the bakery style. So these are bakery style cookies. I'm in Georgia. How's the weather in New York? How's the weather in New York? Are you guys snowed in? Or are you guys kind of getting some remnants of some spring coming? You say it's cold. I bet you it's beautiful out there. I remember some years ago. I went and we had when I was married, me and my ex husband, we went and got bikes and we rode around Central Park. It was so amazing. It was like in October, I think it was, but it was nice. It was really really nice. Everybody was out. People was just minding their business, so it was really nice. Very very nice. Oh, so how far from Canada? I've been to Canada before. I've been to Toronto. I haven't forgotten our trivia, y'all. No one's given me an answer yet. Who was the first black woman to win the Academy Award for Best Actress? You ain't supposed to be cheating, Taste. Okay, so you're 1 hour and 5 minutes from Canada. Okay, it was beautiful in Canada when I went. It was snowing, but it was really really nice. We stayed kind of downtown. There's this big mall or something that's down there where we actually went to, so it was really nice. That's why you didn't answer. But the answer is, hold on, let me see. So the answer is Halle Berry. I wish I had like applause or something. All right, y'all. I made these little cute little baggies, and these are bakery style cookies. And I like that they had a little handle on them. So like when I get ready to ship them, they'll just go in the package and they'll be protected. And the freshness will be the same as they came out of the oven. Welcome in, y'all. Welcome in. I like that so many people are passing through. No problem. No problem at all. I think we all trying to get our pockets right. I think we all are. All right. So we're gonna move on. Who is known as the Queen of Soul? Now, all of y'all should get this one right. Welcome in. That's it, Taste. That's it. That's it. Aretha Franklin. So let me tell y'all. So years ago, um, the day of her funeral, um, they had her funeral. I was actually at work that day, and it was quite a few people because at the time, I worked in the aviation industry, and people were actually flying to go wait in line to see her. That was just crazy, and I think it was they got there in time enough to see her first wardrobe that she had, because she had wardrobe changes, so they would redress the body and put it back out, and she had her legs crossed with stilettos on, baby. I was like, wow, only Aretha Franklin, only Aretha Franklin. All right, so this is someone else's another favorite artist of mine. So, which singer songwriter wrote the classic album Tapestry? And you got the answer to the last question. She actually wrote a song for Aretha Franklin. I just gave you a tip. Which singer songwriter wrote the classic album Tapestry? Thank you so much, Wonderland, for moderating for me. I appreciate you so much. It helps out when I tell you. It really, really does. Yep, yep, yep. We have our baggies, y'all. We have our baggies. Get them while supplies last. Which singer songwriter wrote the classic album Tapestry? Does anybody know? And just a tip, she wrote a song for Aretha Franklin. Please don't Google because that's cheating. I ain't gonna call nobody out, but please don't Google. That's cheating. One more time, and I'm gonna give you the answer. Which singer songwriter wrote the classic album Tapestry? What's that? Hey Ziggy, play great songs playlist. Does anybody know? Okay, so the answer is Carol King. Carol King. I'm thirsty again. Oh, so it shows you who's watching. Okay. And then the activity. Got it. Got it. Got it. I'm still learning what not to. Still learning. And it looks like we're casting on Facebook as well. All right. So we're going to move on, y'all. Move on, moving on, moving on. Who was the first female rapper inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Welcome in, Sharon. Welcome in, Christy. Welcome in, Angel. Angel Mary. I like that name. Welcome in. Welcome in. Okay, so that coincides with how many people are watching. I see now. I'm still learning. Still learning. Thank you all for coming through. We have 17 white Raz cookies left, cookie packs left. Missy Elliott? No, not Missy Elliott. Who was the first female rapper inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? I'm getting these notifications. No, it's not. It's not Missy Elliott. Missy Elliott recently got inducted, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I don't have she? I don't think Missy has. I don't think Missy has yet. I know Salt and Pepper recently got inducted as well, but this was the first female rapper inducted. Does anybody know? Does anybody know? Does anybody know? Does anybody know? Who was the first female rapper inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? All right. The answer is Queen Latifah. Queen Latifah. And thank you for attempting to answer that, Sharon. I appreciate it. Let me see. I'm trying to see something. Okay. My mom's name is Sharon. I was trying to see if that was my mom. If you were my mom, Sharon. Hey, buy, create, repeat. Welcome in. Thank you for stopping by. As we have pinned down below, we have the white Raz cookie for sale. And this is what they actually look like. And they're shipped next day. Thank you to those who have already made their purchase. I appreciate that so much. So much. It actually brings me joy to bake something with these two hands, and then someone makes a purchase, and then I send them out, and then I see on WhatNot that you received your order and that you like them. One tip, y'all, that I really, really want you to do when you do purchase your cookies, please give us feedback. Because if we're doing something wrong, or the cookie didn't come right, or the package was damaged, we need to know all of these things so that we can be better at what we do. Feedback helps us grow. Yum. Any salty sweet recipes on the way? So our last cookie that we did was called the Snack Attack. And we actually got some we actually sold out on those cookies. That cookie had potato chips, chocolate chips, and pretzels in it. But we do have some more coming up. I started out with just like doing a featured cookie of the week. But I'm getting requests about, well, how many cookies, you have any other flavors? So, and I was watching somebody the other day and they had like 4 or 5 flavors, but their cookies were like big as my face, like huge cookies. And I'm like drooling, so it gave me a lot of ideas as far as like how we're going to progress and, make this better for y'all. But I enjoy you guys coming in and sharing this time with me. I really do. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and move on. I love some of this trivia. I'm learning through it as well. All right, which legendary actor starred in Malcolm X, Training Day, and Fences? Which legendary actor starred in Malcolm X, Training Day, and Fences? Does anybody know? Does anybody know? Thank y'all for coming in. And to those who've already made purchases, excuse me, Almond, NY, Jaime got cakes, and Melissa EDW53126. If y'all see them in the lineup, go and follow their page and bookmark their WhatNot page and bookmark some of their shows. Once we end here today with whomever we have on, I'm going to raid into someone else's show, regardless of the number of people that we have. It looks like the numbers are fluctuating between 3 and 7. And I appreciate everybody that's coming through. Yep, yep, yep. Mm-mm. Welcome in, welcome in. One Bug Killer, welcome in. Dizzy, welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in. Cork C, welcome in. And don't forget to tap that screen, y'all. Tap that screen. We have cookies for sale. We have cookies for sale. The white Raz cookie. Get them while supplies last. Mm, 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 mm. If anybody wants to come on and chat for a bit, just comment 3 cookies and I will bring you on. Don't forget to read the show notes. That'll answer any questions as well. Give me 1 second. I love 80s music. Hey, Wonderland, thank you for moderating for me. Now, if you have to go, I understand. But I appreciate you hanging out with me. All right, moving on. So let me see here. Which legendary actor starred in Malcolm X, Training Day, and Fences? Does anybody know? Welcome in, Will, ma'am. Welcome in. Denzel, that's it. Thank you, Will. Will, ma'am, C. That is correct. That is correct. It is Denzel Washington. Wilma. Lord, I just ran all that together. I'm so sorry. Dog lover. Got it, Wilma. I knew what you meant. I knew what you meant. If you've just come in, welcome to McCullum. Okay. Wilma McCullum. If you're just coming in, welcome to the Sweet Life with Calvin. I'm Calvin, and our featured cookie today is the White Raz cookie. We have about 17 left, so go ahead and make your purchase while supplies last. If not, if we don't sell all of them, you're gonna make some people very happy at the bank because I'm gonna take them down to my bank and give them to the no, actually FedEx is where I take them to. And then they eat the free cookies and then and then they order some. It's crazy, but I appreciate it. I appreciate anytime someone wants something that I've made. Welcome in, Dr. Jacobin to Corey. Welcome in. Welcome in. You've just come to the Sweet Life with Calvin. Featured cookie today is the White Raz cookie. Thank you for coming and spending time. You could have been anywhere else, but you came and spent some time with me. We are currently doing trivia. And our next question is, who was the first Black woman to sing a leading role at the Metropolitan Opera? Who was the first Black woman to sing a leading role at the Metropolitan Opera? Does anyone know? Welcome in. Love being a Grammy. Aww. I love that name. Some women do glamour. I guess glam and grandma together, glamour. I think it's cute. Welcome in, Mimi. Welcome in. Thank you for coming in. You have just come to the Sweet Life with Calvin, and we are doing trivia. And the question that's currently that I just mentioned is what or who was who was the first Black woman to sing a leading role at the Metropolitan Opera? Does anybody know? Leontine Price? No. Great answer though. I love Leontine. Leontine, Jesse Norman, uh, what is her name? Beverly Seals. Beverly Seals isn't Black. Um, that is correct. Marian Anderson. That is correct, Mimi. Thank you. Thank you so much for answering that one. I love her voice. Um, I love Jesse Norman, Kathleen Battle, Denise Graves. It's quite a few of them. But you don't hear a lot about opera nowadays. My best friend Byron turned me on to opera, and I just couldn't get it. This was undergrad when I was in college, and I just didn't get it. Like it was just such a like awful sound to me. But then when I sat and started watching, Die Zauberflöte, and then what was another one that I watched? Die Zauberflöte is German for the magic flute. And so Kathleen Battle was in that. Yeah, I think it was Kathleen Battle. Yeah, it was Kathleen Battle. And then there's an aria in that opera by the Queen of the Night. And her voice is like extremely high. And I was like, how is it humanly possible for someone to sing that high? Like, but it's beautiful. It's beautiful. No, it's fine, Mimi. We have several. We're going to do trivia. Every time we come on, I'm going to do trivia because I like this. Because I learned as well. All right, let's see what we got. Ooh, okay. So, which magical cartoon hero used a sword and said, "By the power of Grayskull"? That was easy. Thank you, Mimi. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you for your purchase. I appreciate it so much. Make sure I get these cookies to you ASAP. I appreciate it. Do you know the answer? Which magical cartoon hero used a sword and said, "By the power of Grayskull"? And those of you coming in, I'm a huge Wonder Woman fan, so that's why I have this on. I didn't have an apron to wear, so this is what I came up with. And I think it's very whimsical. I'm thinking about, I'll more than likely end up getting some like branded things, merchandise for Sharon's Delights. So, yes, that is correct. He-Man. They actually have a movie coming out, and I'm scared because I'm a huge He-Man and She-Ra fan, and I pray they get it right. I pray they get it right. Because sometimes when they bring it to the silver screen, it's like some things are left out. Like the first version that they did some years ago with, I think his name is Ralph Lundgren or something like that. He played in Rocky as the Russian. The guy, yes, it was trash. Trash. Do you hear me? Dolph, yes. Um, yeah. And I think with this one that they're doing, welcome back, Wonderland. I think with this one that they're doing, it's actually going to look like the cartoon. So that's what I'm happy for. There's probably some new characters here and there, but I think it's going to be pretty good. So we're going to see. We're going to see. But I'm always skeptical when they bring cartoons to life. Like I'm sitting on ready for Thundercats. I need Thundercats to happen, and I need Silverhawks to happen. They already trashed Dungeons and Dragons. I don't know if anybody watched Dungeons and Dragons back in the day, but Dungeons and Dragons back in the day, that cartoon, I don't know if anybody watched that, but I love Dungeons and Dragons. And they have had several movies with Dungeons and Dragons. And yep, Wily Kid, yep, I love Thundercats. I own the actual complete series, the DVDs. I went and bought them at Best Buy. Saw it. I think I paid $34 for it. I almost fainted when I saw them because I'm trying to curate my list. Like I have a lot of those old. I don't know if y'all remember Jim and the Holograms. I still watch Jim and the Holograms like it came on TV. It's on Tubi, so I watch that all the time. Yep, I had the action figures too. Yep. Miss Jerica. Yep. Yes. I love Jerica. I thought the concept was cool, but they tried to bring it to the movie screen. I don't know if you saw that one. Trash. Trash. Yes, it was trash. I was like, what? So Jim had a social media page and all this. No, give me what you gave me in the '80s. But there's also a documentary about that show, and there was a lot of shady stuff going on behind the scenes. Changed my whole mind about it. Like the cartoon is cool, but just how they were. I have to find. I think it's on YouTube, but it's behind the scenes, and they're talking about like people fighting to get their ideas and concepts in, and it was a lot to do because they were doing new music every episode, like new music videos all the time. So it was a lot of work, a lot of work. Um, but there was a lot of shady things going on behind the scenes. Yep. But I loved him. And then there was Shira, and I didn't even know Shira had a from what I saw, Shira had a black character on there. I don't know what her name was. Yes, we did have the best cartoons, and even now with the way that they draw 'em, like they brought the Thundercats back, and I don't like how they did it on Hulu. Now they have the original Thundercats, but then they did another version, and I don't like the graphics. It was the graphics for me. Even like with GI Joe, I still watch that. They have it on YouTube where you can watch it live and it just rotates all day. I like watching that one as well. That one's really good. I love GI Joe. I don't know if you remember the Littles. We are the Littles. I used to love that. These littles, they were like littles that lived under the house, and the little boy who lived in the house was like friends with them and everything. Yes, I know. Yes, the Littles. Yep. And then, do you remember the gummy bears? Hello, Angelette. The gummy bears, and then they had the gummy juice that would make them boing 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 boing. They would bounce. Yep, I love all those cartoons. Yep. We have cookies, guys. How's it going? Welcome in. What are you up to? How was your day? Hello, Ali Shot. I'm so bad at pronouncing these names. Welcome in. You could have been anywhere, but you came and joined us today. Thank you for joining. But we're talking about 80s cartoons. My day was good. It was productive. Very, very productive. I have a podcast. I don't know if I told y'all, but I have a podcast. I launched it last. Oh shoot! Now it's March. I launched it in January. We have 4 episodes, and it's called the Painfully Honest Podcast. Let me see if I can type it in here. Will it let me type? My fingers are so big, y'all. So I done went back 4 or 5 times trying to. Yep. So it's called the Painfully Honest Podcast, and we are currently in production pre-production for the next 3 episodes. So that's what I did today, and I prepped for you guys to get. I had to go by Hobby Lobby to get these little baggies. I think these are so cute. So I'll be able to use these like when I go to market shows. I'll be able to put these in the. Oh, it's on YouTube. Painfully Honest Podcast is on YouTube. Yes. So check it out. We have 4 episodes that have already been released, and we're gearing up for some more. We got a couple surprises here and there, but it's just mainly just me talking with people that I think that are really dope, that have a message and a vision for their life, and we just sit and talk about it. We're going to talk about trans rights, LGBT rights, just life in general. Anything that impacts our community, we're going to be talking about it. Painfully and honest. Welcome in, y'all. Welcome in, welcome in. How's everybody doing? Thank y'all for stopping by. We're actually doing trivia. I was actually talking with, who was I talking with? Mimi. Me and Mimi went down a rabbit hole talking about 80s cartoons. And so it came out of a question that I had for trivia, and the answer was He-Man. So the question was, what magical cartoon hero used a sword and said, um, "By the power of Grayskull," and the answer was He-Man. And that movie is coming out, so I'm like biting my fingernails, scared to see what they're gonna come up with. Um, so, all right. So let me see. Oh, has anybody watched the X-Men on YouTube? Not YouTube, on Hulu, X-Men 97. Oh my God. I don't know how many times I've watched X-Men 97. It is so freaking dope. Welcome in, Mary. It's so freaking dope. If you have a chance, yes, Angelette, go to Hulu and watch um, X-Men 97. It's supposed to pick up, from what I'm told, it's supposed to pick up from where the show left off in the 90s. And so this time they have a new take on it with graphics and everything. And the way that they're telling the story is so dope. It is amazing. And I wish, like, sometimes when they do the movie, it's like the comic book. Because a lot of times in the movie, like with Halle Berry, I know y'all love Halle Berry. I did not think she was a good pick for Storm. I just did not think she was because Storm was a dark skinned woman and she had an African accent. Halle Berry was neither. But I think a lot of times when they're casting people for these movies, they try to get butts in the seat and they have such a huge budget. So they want the cast members to ensure that they'll put butts in the seats. So I think that's probably why they went with her. Now Halle Berry's a wonderful actress. I just don't think she was Storm. There's a actress who is gorgeous. Now I am a gay black man. In case you all don't know this, but Jodie Turner. I don't know if you all know. Google Jodie Turner. Jodie Turner. Turner. She is a gorgeous woman. Do you hear me? A beautiful woman. Beautiful chocolate, statuesque woman. Welcome in. Welcome in. And yeah, I think she should be Storm. Lupita Nyong'o could be Storm. Some people fight with me and get upset with me when I say this, but Cynthia Erivo, I think she could be Storm too. Don't beat me up, y'all. But I love Cynthia Erivo. Yes, I think those women could play Storm very, very well. But that cartoon in the 97 X-Men on Hulu is amazing. I really, really love it. And it's almost like I'm sitting in front of the TV when I was younger in high school. No, 97. I graduated. I was being grown in college in 97. Yes, she is gorgeous, Angela. Yes. Gorgeous. And I think she should be. They messed me up with the Phoenix movie because the timeline was off X-Men. Yeah. And then her costume. Like that, and see that's the stuff. She flew around with a blue trench coat. Are you kidding? I was like, who signed off on this? Yeah, 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 yeah. Those are some beautiful women. Yes, they really, really are. But like for the Phoenix, like she was supposed to, her hair was supposed to be all wild and stuff, and she was supposed to have her costume on with the black and then the gold boot, and then it's like they just had her flying around in a like a blue trench coat. I was disgusted. Because part of why you watch a lot of these, comics that come to life is because of the costume. Yes. Yep, yep, yep. Welcome, Bree Bree. Welcome in. Welcome in. I hope everybody's Monday has been wonderful. Yeah. Uh huh. And they kind of made her hair red, I think. I guess because of the Phoenix. I don't know. But some of the choices behind the scenes, I'm just wondering because it's like you got to go into these movies when you're making them thinking like a fan. So if you're not a fan of the comic, then it's like, why are you creating it? Because the fans are not. Because soon as I watch it, I'm going to because I have comic books. Let me show y'all one sec. I'm a huge comic buff. And so some of y'all may not know about these comics. These are actually old. Alpha Flight, I don't know if anybody knows about Alpha Flight. But I didn't take them out of the stickers at all. I mean, out of the plastic. Alpha Flight is like so dope. Check out Alpha Flight. So, Alpha Flight, so from what I'm told and in my research, Alpha Flight came from Canada. So, evidently, Canada needed their own superheroes or something. So they made Alpha Flight. And Wolverine was a part of Alpha Flight before he was an X-Men. Yeah. So during the original series, they kind of touched on it, and he was fighting with them like in the woods or something or whatever. So, but yeah, check out Alpha Flight. They are dope. My favorite is this character here. I don't know if you can see her. That's my favorite character. She's like a shapeshifter. So she goes between like an owl and something else. But yeah, I love her. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he did live in Canada. Okay. Yep. But those are my other ones. And I told you that I'm a huge Wonder Woman fan. So this is one of the other ones that I got. I didn't even know Wonder Woman had her own comic book. Like blew my mind. But this is the other one that I have. Now, the only thing that confuses me, and this is the other one, Wonder Woman. Really? But see, I couldn't get that when I was young. My mama wasn't gonna buy me no Wonder Woman mailbox and no She-Ra mailbox. I had the Dukes of Hazzard. I think I had the Dukes of Hazzard lunchbox, the metal lunchbox with the little thermos inside. And I had me and my brother had the little tray, the little trays, the little dinner trays, and so we had the Dukes of Hazzard on that. I think that's what that was. Yeah, it was a Dukes of Hazzard. I don't know where that stuff is now. Ain't no telling. But yeah, but I'm a huge comic book buff. There's a place here in Georgia where like you could just go and like just look through. It's so overwhelming. It's so many comic books of Wonder Woman, and I'm like, so where does the storyline go? She got a sword. She got and then don't even get me started on Nubia. I'm supposed to be selling cookies, and we talking about Wonder Woman. But yeah, we're selling cookies, by the way, y'all. We have about 16 left. Get them while supplies last. But yeah, we probably need to talk offline, Mimi, because they're gonna get bored with this conversation. But I promise you, like, yeah, I could talk all day about this type of stuff for sure. Yep. But yeah. Oh, really? What part of Georgia are you in? I'm in Atlanta. Oh, I know where that is, McDonough. Yeah, I know exactly. Oh Lord, I know exactly where McDonough is. This is so cool. But yeah, so um, Yeah. So sometimes I hate when they bring comic books to life because you just never know what you're gonna get. You just never know what you're gonna get. All right, let's jump back into our trivia. It's so crazy. This trivia has brought all these memories up. Um, let's try this bonus question. What is your favorite cookie of all time? And then I'll tell you mine. Oatmeal. Okay. Yes. Yes. And you know what? Subway has great damn cookies. Do you hear me? The what is it? White chocolate macadamia nut. Oh my god. Oh my god. I love that damn cookie. I don't fool with them as much now because I'm diabetic, but yeah, those cookies are so good. Yes, it has to be soft. Now, don't get me wrong. Famous Amos's cookies are not soft, and I'll clear a box of those in 30 minutes. So, not all they don't always have to be soft, but for the most part, yeah. For the most part, for the most part, yes, Lord. My God, you just say, "Are you a diabetic too, Mimi? You better cut them cookies in half." Hey, Purple, welcome in, welcome in. We just talking, chit chatting. What you got going on? You know, I need to pop in on your page when you're on at work. You making that money, baby. You making that money. It's pinned below. What is that? Kaleo Page. Kal, uh, Calliope. Is that what we saying? Calliope. All right, Calliope. I got it right. I got it right. Do I get a star or something? So we have it pinned down at the bottom. It is the white raz cookie. So it is a combination. Look at me trying to do a commercial, but it's a combination of white chocolate and raspberry. So it's a white chocolate raspberry cookie. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Get them while supplies last. Get them while supplies last. Get them while supplies last. Not a freak, not this time, baby. Not this time. I know that's right. See, I be surfing too. I saw somebody the other day. He was, I guess, the candy man. And he had a whole box full of Kit Kats. Now, if I were to order that mess, I'd be in somebody's hospital. Because I promise you, I'm going to clean that box out. Yes, yes, yes. Well, I contributed to. Yes, you did. I appreciate you, Mimi. I appreciate you so much. Thank you all for coming through. I'm just running my mouth. It's crazy. It's crazy. Cause I bake and I taste what I bake. Cause of course when it goes out, I try to make sure it tastes good. But then there's this place called the Sugar Shack, and they have Dubai chocolate. Oh my God. Lord Jesus. That when I went in there, and it's so crazy. When I went in there, it would look like the Willy Wonka factory because everybody was at a mixer doing all this type of stuff. I was like, oh my God. And it smelled like a bakery. It was just, and then just as I'm standing there looking at what I want, The guy comes around and put more stuff in the display case. So that confused me even more. You got the Dubai chocolate brownies, you got Dubai chocolate cookies, you got the Dubai candy bar, you got all this stuff, and then he's got chocolate toffee cookies and all this type of stuff. And I'm just like, when I walked out of there, I had a whole bag full of stuff. I had a brownie, I had three cookies, I had a cupcake. I just got some random stuff, and I'm like, they were huge, and I'm like, I couldn't eat them all in one sitting, but they were just amazing. Yeah, gonna definitely be high for sure. So that's why I don't go and play those games. I don't play those games because I want to be here so I can do this with y'all. Dylan's. Oh, I ain't never heard of Dylan's. What's Dylan's all about? You said Dylan's? Let me write that down. Dylan's candy bar? Ooh, in New York. I am going to go check that out. I sure am. Yeah, I love chocolate. Ooh, Belgian. I'm not a huge person that loves dark chocolate, but I'll fool with dark chocolate if it's in the right, you know, if they put it in the right thing, if they got like caramel with it, the bitterness can be something sometimes. Lord, $200, it was worth it. I bet you it was worth it. I bet you it was worth it. Cause if you was pushing kids out the way, right, Purple? If you were pushing kids out the way, that's some good chocolate. And I don't need none of it. I don't need it because I have an addictive personality. Once I find something good, it's over with. It is over with. I'm Googling that. I'm gonna Google that because I just like to know. If I happen to be in New York sometime, I can stop by. Old school candy, like what? You mean like what do you mean like the like Jolly Ranchers? What old school candy you mean? Because they used to have the what was it? The not Slim remember the Chico stick? I love the Chico stick. Oh my God, the Chico stick was amazing. Look at the corner store. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Yep. And I haven't had bubble gum in forever. And I used to do the orange bubblicious. Do you remember the orange bubblicious? I love the orange bubblicious and the Laffy Taffy. Oh my God, love Laffy Taffy. And somebody mentioned to me the other day the banana Laffy Taffy. Oh my Lord. You don't remember the oh yeah. The orange bubblicious was so good. And like when you would bite into the bubble gum, it was like a crunch. Like you could taste the sugar. Ooh, my Lord. Yep, yep, yep. Yeah, banana Laffy Taffy is my favorite too. Yep. And then do y'all remember the charmed blow pops? That blue raspberry? Oh my God. Yep. That blue raspberry, what is it? Blow pop? I don't even buy those anymore. I don't even look at the candy. I don't want to go to no candy store because I already know I'm a wreck shop in there and be in somebody's hospital. I don't even buy ice cream. When I buy ice cream, I'm out and I eat it out. I don't try and bring it home and whoo. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, y'all, we are finally coming to the end of our journey. We're going to go and raid in on someone just randomly. That is the way that we do here at WhatNot. That is the culture. That is to support people. We have 16 white raz cookie packs left. So I'll stay on to probably about 7:15. I'm sorry, what's that? 9:15. Lord, daylight saving. Oh Jesus Christ. To 9:15. So whole mouth blue. Yep, that's right, Angela. And oh my God. And see, my thing, I would buy. Oh, thank you so much. I would buy. Thanks for the tip, Nene. I would, I would for the blow pops. I wouldn't just suck on it. I would, soon as I got it out the wrapper, I would bite it and take it off the stick. Take it off the stick. That is exactly how I would eat it every time. Bite it and take it off the stick. Yep, bite it right away. Just like those Tootsie Roll suckers too, because those were good. Those were really really good. I just love candy. I just love 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 candy. My God, kept our dentist in business. Y'all are so cool. Thank y'all so much for stopping by and spending time with me. And I'm gonna try my best, y'all, to do this every week with you because I enjoy this, but it's work. Because what I try to do is before I get on with you guys, I try to bake my recipes to make sure that they turn out right if there's anything before. And I think I'm probably not gonna do that. I'm just gonna bake them. I'm gonna try baking them, again with you guys online live. And then what I'll probably do too is kind of go ahead and bake them ahead of time and just have them packed up so you'll I'll be able to show you how your cookies will be coming to you, just to see how it feels. But I enjoy baking with y'all every time. Every time I enjoy baking. It's very therapeutic for me. Very very therapeutic. Yep. Bite right away. So what's everybody else doing? What is everybody doing for the rest of the evening? I mentioned to you guys earlier the Painfully Honest podcast. That is a podcast that I launched in January. And so if you have a chance, come and check us out. We have about 4 episodes already. Packing up some orders. I know that's right. Are you on? When are you on, Dini? Are you on anytime this week? Because I want to check out what you got going on. Do you bake as well? Little bit of everything. Stickers, candies, toys. Oh, you got some goodness going on. When are you usually on, Nini? Not selling right now. Okay. So y'all check out Nini. Nini does it all. Check her out. Go ahead and bookmark her shows. And check her out because she got everything. And I went and looked at her page and she got everything. So go ahead and bookmark her show. Okay, okay, it'll be tomorrow. Okay, so I'll get the notification. But you got candy, so I'll definitely show up. But you know what? I like popping in on people randomly and just looking at how they do what they do. You know, because I think a lot of times we get so caught up in how we're trying to display it and da, 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 and then we get so caught up in sales. I'm not a salesman. I'm really, really not, and I don't like sounding like one. But I like for people to come, and if you want to buy some cookies, cool. If you don't, cool. I'm gonna find some, other people that likes cookies, and I'll just take, whatever cookies I made to them. But I like I'll say I like to talk with people and mix and mingle and all that type of thing. So that's the kind of person I am. I could sit here and talk all night. If I had a chair, I probably would be on longer. I really, really would. Because I like talking and connecting with people, with genuine people, authentic people, you know. I don't do rude stuff. I don't do all that type of stuff because I feel like you have to have self control, and and treat people right. So yeah. Oh, thank you, Purple. I appreciate that. Yeah, my type of carrying on too, Mimi, for sure. I don't, because a lot of times when people show up and you meet their attitude first, that tells me automatically, baby, who hurt you? Somebody hurt you. Somebody, you know, somewhere you lost somewhere you lost how to show up. And a lot of times people don't care how they show up. But I'm anal about that. I care about how I meet people and how I leave them. I always care about that. Yep, I'm in Atlanta, Purple. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I love Atlanta. I've been here over 20 something years. And I think I want to move. I told the Lord I want to move to California. I don't know why. Well, I was born in California, Salinas, California to be exact. Um, but I just want to be close to the water. So maybe even Florida. You know, I would love to live international too. You know, um, but yeah, I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. But yeah, I don't like when, like I said, like I always tell people, when the energy change and folks don't know how to manage who they are and how they show up and how they deal with folk, I'm out, because I know me. I know me, and God is yet working on me. So I get out of harm's way. I do. I don't play that. All right. See you later. See you later, Mimi. My wife are coming down soon. We're there two weeks ago. Now really. What part were y'all in? What part of Georgia were y'all in? Oh yeah, that's exactly what I do, Mimi. I'm out. I don't ask no questions, and people be like, "Well, you just left, and yeah," because I know that God is yet working on me. And I'm not going to put myself in no harm's way where I got to be in jail and get charged just because somebody don't know how to. Because you're not going to disrespect me. I don't play that. I don't play that. And I feel like you don't get a pass for bad behavior. And as an adult, you need to know how to to handle yourself in situations. Oh, so you and Purple know each other. I didn't know that, Mimi. Oh, Tasha told me about that. Yeah, she told me. Yeah. I think she ended up telling me at the last minute or whatever. But that's cool. Just let me know when y'all coming. I will look now. Sitting down, jaw jacking, and eating food and drinking. You got me already. I'm like, where we going? Where we at? What we doing? Downtown Atlanta. Okay. Oh, that's cool. Me, and purple. I say purpley. Purpley. But yeah. Y'all, I'm finna get off of here in a minute. I know. I just saw those dates. I hadn't looked at the dates yet. But woo, this Jill Scott album is a problem. It is a problem. You hear me? It is what our souls needed. Do you hear me? If you've not listened to the Jill Scott album, go and listen to the Jill Scott album. My favorite song, one of them is Pressure, Beautiful People. You Do the Math. That's a deep one. And then Ashe. Check out Ashe, You Do the Math, Pressure, and Beautiful People. Those are all the. Oh yeah, Purple. That's the one I was telling Tasha about. Um, she said, "I'ma go ahead and be great. Why not?" Ain't that deep? I was listening to. Let me tell you. Let me some testimony. So y'all, I was in my car. So my best friend Tasha, those of you who don't know Tasha, that's one of my best friends. Sweet soul, beautiful person. So she was telling me about what why not or whatever. She told me about what why not last year sometime. I looked at it, was on her WhatNot. WhatNot purple. That's what I meant. Yeah. Um, and so I didn't pay it no mind. Oh, you. Oh Lord. Yeah, I sing a little, just a little bit, just a little bit. But I had packed up that morning. I had packed up all my stuff because people had ordered things, and I was headed to the post office to drop all my orders off. The first time, and I was scared. I was, just nervous. Didn't know how it was gonna go, how the cookies were gonna turn out, and all this type of thing. Sent everything off, and then just as I was coming home, getting off my exit, I was listening to Whom This May Concern by Jill Scott, and the song "Be Great" came on. I'ma go ahead and be great, why not? And I was listening because I'm sitting in the car, just getting back to the house or whatever. Get off the exit, and I was like, "Hell's yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and be great. Why not?" Like, listen to the song because she goes into, like, at the end she says, I'm gonna go into this room and I'm gonna let them see the greatness I am, or something she says. But it's like it's one of those songs like you got your boxing gloves on and you finna go get in the ring. It pumps you up. And so yeah, check that song out, Be Great by Jill Scott. Oh yeah, hell yeah. It's like you can do anything. You standing with your hands on your hip and your cape flying in the wind, like, and it don't help that I got Wonder Woman stand. You gotta laugh at yourself, y'all. Don't take yourself too seriously. Yeah, we are. Yes, we do love us some Tasha. I tell her everybody need a Tasha. Everybody needs a Tasha. She's sweet. We spent some times, having, that's my boo. That's all I'm gonna say. That's my boo. Yes, it is. But y'all, time on 9, and I'm about to get off here. Oh, I need to shave my head. That's why I had this on so I don't sweat. But we're about to get off here. We have about 16 cookies left. And if nobody purchases them, I'm going to take them to the FedEx and to the bank, and I'm sure they're going to love them. But thank you to the 4 people that have purchased cookies. I will get these in the mail to you all tomorrow so that you all get them ASAP and enjoy them. And please give me feedback so I know what you thought of the cookie. Okay? Okay. All right, y'all. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to raid into someone else. Let me see here who we're going to raid into. I don't know. Artistic Fusion is who we going to. All right, let's see. All right, y'all. See y'all next week. I enjoyed y'all. Thank you to the persons who purchased cookies. Um, and once you get them once you get them, please let us know that you enjoy them and give me feedback if the package was just give us feedback. We live and die by feedback. All right, so y'all take care. I enjoyed you. I enjoyed talking to you, and we're gonna do it all again. The Sweet Life with Calvin, Sharon's Delights by Calvin, and we'll talk to you soon. Peace.